good to know. If you need a ride up to the top, they have a little shuttle for handicap wheelchair, which is great for us to know. Because someday I plan to bring my mom here. Hello, beautiful ship.
It looks so big from outside.
It does look so big from outside. Well, there's so much of the ship that you don't actually get to see.
Yeah.
All the inner workings. Look at this cool bridge we get to walk on. That is like scenic AF.
It is.
This is a little different than a lot of the ports that we've been to in that our port adventures are meeting off the ship today. Normally you would meet in one of the lounges on board and they would escort you. But I guess since it's not too big of an island here, this is where we're headed. The Adventure Center. A 3-minute walk. Cannery, Crab House, Kayak Center, Tribal Dance Theater. Very cool. Oh my gosh, we've been here for literally like less than 2 minutes and I'm in love. Look at this view. Is that not stunning? And then over here we have parts of the island. There's a giant orca statue over there on the right. Look at the little fire burning lodge here in the front. And snowy capped mountains in the back. I never thought I'd come here. This is a trip of a lifetime. So this is where our tours meet, is the Adventure Center. We got off on, there's 2 different piers here. I think we're at Ocean Landing, and then there's also Wilderness Landing on the other side. We have a gondola system here that takes you from one side of the island to the other. And it's cool that we end up right in the Adventure Center because we were a little worried about finding where we were gonna go. So we're about an hour and 45 minutes early for our first excursion. We have 2 excursions today that we're gonna do that we're really excited about, and we'll tell you a little bit more about those later. Guess what? We weren't filming that whole last section.
Step 1 to vlogging is to hit record.
Hit record! So as we were saying, we're taking a little walk to the next section. There's a couple of different sections to Icy Strait Point. There's a bunch of different like landing areas. So we're decided to walk up the pathway to the next one while we have some time, because we have about an hour and a half before we have to meet for our first excursion. Well, we found the orca statue!
All the mountains with snow and just the water is so still. Everything is just like a picture.
It's like a living postcard for sure. Okay. And there's our beautiful ship over there. We are docked here for a very long time today. We were cleared to come ashore at 7:15 this morning. We didn't quite make 7:15, but it is about 8:30 right now. And we're gonna be here until 8 p.m. tonight, which is one of the longest docking times I think I've ever seen for a ship. Is that not gorgeous? Ugh, can't. I love it here. I never, ever, ever thought that we would come here. For those of you who don't know, Elijah is Alaskan Native and he's Tlingit. So this is the land of his people. And this is a really special trip for us because he has such a connection to this place and something that he never thought he'd get to do. So we're gonna go visit his tribe today. So exciting. We've barely made it 20 feet. And we've been stuck in this spot taking pictures because it's just too dang beautiful. And listen to that water. It's so peaceful. is the old cannery. There's some shops over here. I can't wait to go in. And then there's also the crab house over here, which we will not be going in because I am allergic to shellfish. We are in a little part of the Icy Strait Point Museum. Some old pictures of what it used to look like here. Lots of fishing history. Oh man. They had a big fire here in 1944. Looks like it destroyed a lot of stuff. The Alaska state flag song. Facts about Alaska. Their state flower is the forget-me-not. Alright, so far today we have just walked around a lot of the shops that were in the old cannery section of Icy Strait Point. They had so much cute merch, but I did not want to really film in the shops because a lot of it was handmade by artists from this island, and I just feel a little weird about filming people's designs when they are that handmade and proprietary. So we looked at some cool stuff. We bought a couple of things. I bought some earrings for my mom that were made from halibut bone, which I thought was really cool. And then I think Elijah got a necklace, and then we got a print of the raven, which is one of the main mascot isn't the right word, but something like that. The main animal spirit leaders of the tribes up here. So yeah, now we're sitting in the Adventure Center getting ready for our first excursion, which is Hoona sightseeing and tribal dance. Can't wait.
Our background, our clans represent where our families come from. So I do like to suggest keep your cameras out at all times. Sometimes I'm not the only wildlife you see on this tour. If you guys happen to see anything that I don't catch, please feel free to wave your arm, shout my name. I'll do what I can to stop on time. So you guys already saw the Canada geese, the goslings there. They are 2 weeks old. The locals have taken the honor of naming them all Ryan. Ryan Gosling. Off to the left, we have a residential beaver pond. You can't see evidence of them being here, but they are nocturnal. So you may see a beaver dam, but no damn beavers. The locals took the honor of naming them Justin. Justin Beaver.
Justin Beaver. That's funny.
There's some more Canada geese there. There's a big dispute whether they're called Canada geese or Canadian geese. They're called Canada geese. I guess it's because they're not residents. So in the Tlingit culture, everything has balance. What I told you guys, my mother is a raven, my father is an eagle. Those are the two moieties in the Tlingit culture. What moiety means is two halves of a whole, so they complete each other. You guys see this mural coming up here on the right? These are the 4 main clans that settled in Hoona. On the left side, you have the eagle. On the right side, you have the raven. Underneath the eagle, you have the Wushki-Ton, the eagle shark. The figure on top, in the middle of the mural, that is the Chukanadi, the eagle brown bear, my father's people. Below the brown bear, underneath the man holding his hands down, you have the Kagwan-Ton, that is the eagle wolf. And underneath the raven, you have the Dukdane-Ton, the Raven Seagull clan. Those are the four main clans that settled in Hoona.
And you're a raven, right?
So when I was explaining that everything has balance, so when you're growing up in the Tlingit culture, it is a custom that you would marry of the opposite moiety. Eagles would marry ravens, ravens would marry eagles. This helps keep the bloodlines clean. So we're a natural lineal society. You follow your mother's bloodline, but you honor your father's. Now underneath each moiety, underneath the eagle and underneath the raven, there's about 12 different clans underneath each. Now a clan is like your family crest, and they all have different settling locations. As far north is Yakutat, and as far south is Ketchikan. Giving you guys my Tlingit introduction, you guys would be able to tell where my mother's from, where my father's from, and where my grandfather's people are from. Because they all had different settling locations. So where we gathered is Icy Strait Point. Icy Strait Point is the cruise ship destination. That is where the cruise ships tie up, that is where the guests offload. That is not where the employees or the locals live. The employees and the locals live in the town of Hoona, which is about 1.5 miles down the road from Icy Strait Point. You guys see the red buildings there? That's all part of the historic packing company. It was a fish processing plant where they would process anywhere up to 1 million pounds of salmon each season. That was, they were built in 1912 and operated until 1953. They shut down in 1953. There was a large earthquake that caused some damage to the machinery on site, making them inoperable. So after it shut down from the packing company, it was used as a storage unit. That's where the commercial fishermen would keep all their fishing gear, as well as do any maintenance work that needed to be done to their fishing vessels. It wasn't until 1996, the corporation that represents the people of Hoona, they purchased Icy Strait Point, making Icy Strait Point the one and only privately owned tour destination in North America. 100% owned by the shareholders. Woohoo! None of the shops down here, none of Icy Strait Point is owned by any part of the cruise lines. You will not find diamond jewelry shops every 10 feet. Those are all locally owned or Alaskan owned shops. They began construction in 2001 and they were up and running by 2004. The first year of operation, there was about 57 ships total that came into port. This year alone, we're expecting anywhere upwards of 244 ships. And we do have on-call days. The 244 is just what we're expecting. They will call us into work. It wasn't until about 2013 that they got their first cruise ship dock. So if you wanted to come ashore before then, you had to do so by the tender boats. They didn't get the second cruise ship dock till 2019. Those gondolas, the green gondola and the red gondola, this is the third year of operation. They finished building those gondolas in 2020, but due to COVID, they weren't put into use up until 2021. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Our one and only gas station. Regular unleaded is currently going for $5.39 a gallon. Not too bad compared to some places. You guys see this white building out here on the pillars? That is our one and only hardware store. Their motto is, if we don't have it, you don't need it. You guys see these houses off to the left with the stone chimneys? These are known as the war homes. June 14th, 1944, There was a devastating fire that burned down about 80% of the town. The U.S. government caught word of this, and they wanted to help out the townspeople. They gave them two options. They could either relocate or they could rebuild. Like I told you guys, the people of Hoonah do not originate from here. We were already pushed out of our homeland once. We weren't going to get pushed out of our homeland again. The town decided to rebuild. It took them 2 years to rebuild the town. After the town burned down, most of the people were staying down at the Hoonah Package Company. Well, they went across the body of water that you guys came in on, and they settled in Excursion Inlet, another packaging company.
Bald eagles on the coast.
Oh my goodness! Babe, did you see him?
To be part of a temperate rainforest. Temperate. Do you guys know the largest rainforest in the world?
Amazon.
The Amazon. But they are more tropical. What makes us temperate is we get all 4 seasons. Now, because we are considered to be a part of a temperate rainforest, we can receive anywhere up to 100 inches of precipitation each year.
So I'm going to show you the hand motions to the second verse. So it goes, we are under one roof, under our Creator. This is us in our homeland, and we see you. So just repeat after me. Cut. Latin. Cut. Latin. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to teach you guys a melody. Just repeat after me on the melody as well.